study. Again, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the new 101.7 The Truth, founded in partnership with Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 101.7 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. New information is shedding light on the background of Alex Preddy, the man that was shot and killed by ICE agents over the weekend. Preddy grew up in Green Bay, where he attended Preble High School before moving to Minnesota for college. Family members say he later became a registered nurse and served as an ICU nurse at a Veterans Affairs hospital. Court records show Preddy had no criminal history. Officials say the shooting remains under investigation. U.S. Representative from Milwaukee Gwen Moore spoke at an anti-ICE rally in West Allis on Sunday.
This is the only thing that works, y'all, pushing back. Democracy is the only thing that is the antiseptic against autocracy.
The protest was in response to the shooting of Alex Preddy. Preddy also had a connection to Milwaukee. The cycling group River West 24 saying on social media that Preddy participated in the annual race in recent years. A Green Bay Packers player was arrested at a New York airport Friday morning. 25-year-old defensive tackle Rasheed Walker was arrested after police say he was in possession of a firearm without proper credentials at LaGuardia Airport. Walker's attorney said he voluntarily told authorities that he had the unloaded firearm when he arrived at the airport. He's been released from custody and will appear in court on March 19th. The former owner of a prenatal care coordination company will spend over 9 years in prison for healthcare fraud. 32-year-old Precious Cruz used to own Caring Through Love on Milwaukee's Northwest Side. She was convicted in September of federal fraud, money laundering, and identity theft after helping pregnant women and young mothers sign up for her company's prenatal care program to receive free baby items including car seats and diapers in 2021. Once enrolled, Cruz then used the woman's personal information to submit fake Medicaid claims for services, ultimately stealing over $780,000. This has been your news update. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on the new 101.7 The Truth.
Bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together. They hang out together, all in the same family. We're the only idiots that fight because we want our voice to only be on one side. Like, does that even make any sense? And when the side loses, you lose everything. They, on the other hand, have a voice no matter what because somebody that looks like them is always in control.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point.
Well, it's just a skewed system.
Of course it is.
It's a lot of judgment.
But answer my question, though. Should we let people go? Should we let people go? Like, let's just forget about bail altogether. And if your neighbor commits a homicide and kills people, if you kill people and they next to you and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is the best radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And all I'm asking the mayor and the Common Council president and the Common Council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. You can always stream and watch us live on YouTube at 1017thetruth.com. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never, ever miss a show. Hey, what's up, Kwanda? On the YouTube chat, what's going on? Study hall is... Well, I need to take attendance first. Okay, I got one. Okay, maybe two. Hey, Lucretia. Okay, I got two people in study hall. We'll see where it goes from there. We will see where it goes from there. It's been a cold, crazy weekend, and we've got all sorts of things that, we have to make and all sorts of decisions we're going to be doing. We got stories about the cold, trucks that ran into overpasses. We got, what else? Yeah. We got people that had to move out their house. We got all that. I'm going to be talking about some stuff that they talked about earlier. I forget whose show it was, either Kyle's or Sherwin or somebody.
Sherwin.
They was talking some stuff, and I have a different take on it, so we'll do that. We're going to definitely talk about the ICE shooting. Technically, it wasn't an ICE shooting. It was a Border Patrol shooting. So it wasn't ICE. It was Border Patrol, but I got my issues about that. Hey, what's up, Sir Chance? Dimitri. I made it through the weekend. It wasn't too cold. It wasn't too bad. It snowed just a little. And then we just kind of went through it. But, be that as it may, with all the stuff that's going around, with all the things that are happening in the city, around the country, we got snow that shut people in. I got friends out east that are like living in New York going, hey, I don't know what happened, but, I know what happened. Y'all got all the snow. We didn't. Problem is we got all the cold air. So they got cold air and snow. So, it's just a decision somebody had to make. Some decisions leaders make are pretty easy. Most of them are popular. And then some are right even when they're not really understood. There was an article earlier. There was a story. And that's why this moment with Chief Norman, Milwaukee Police Department, Chief of Police, Jeffrey Norman, is exactly the kind of moment we need to talk about clearly and honestly. Yeah, I know all the stuff is going on in Minnesota and all the stuff is going on all over the country, and yeah. Chief Norman recently attended a counterterrorism training program in Israel, part of a Homeland Security exchange designed to share best practices for American law enforcement and experienced international counterparts. At a Fire and Police Commission meeting, he met with hours of criticism. Now, granted, it was real emotion, it was real concern, it was real frustration. I get it. Some call the trip poorly timed. I don't know what that means. It was insensitive to who? It aligned law enforcement with political agendas. How? Here's what you really aren't hearing. You're not hearing that leadership isn't about doing what's comfortable. It's about preparing your team, the Milwaukee Police Department, to protect the community, before a crisis hits. That means you have to do simple stuff. I know it might be foreign to some of you. And yes, I'm being condescending on purpose. You evaluate threats. You mitigate risks. You learn from experts who've dealt with the unimaginable, as Israel has, and then you bring that knowledge home. It's not politics. It's preparedness. Look, I get it. We live in a time where everything is framed through political lenses, unfortunately. Every action has to be viewed for topics, for optics, for outcomes, But when you are responsible for the safety of 500,000 people, you prepare. You don't wait until the unthinkable happens, then wonder if you wish you'd done more. This training wasn't like a trip. It wasn't a joyride. It wasn't a vacation. It's networking. It wasn't like the FBI Academy where everybody goes and hangs out and has a reunion and all that crap. It's learning how to anticipate a threat and protect citizens, something every single police chief, especially the one we have here in Milwaukee, needs to do. The program Chief Norman went to was for best practices. Best practices in what? Counterterrorism. retired FBI, sheriffs, other chiefs from different cities and countries with a focus on, you ready? I know it sounds like a stretch, preventing attacks, exchanging strategies, not holding Israel up as a genocidal maniac. But let me be clear. Law enforcement isn't about ideology. It's about safety, security, preparedness, and service. That's kind of it. So would we rather our leaders? Should we have rather Chief Norman stayed at home and hope nothing bad ever happened? We know bad things have happened in Milwaukee. People in Milwaukee complain all the time about reaction and not proaction, then complain about it. Or would we just rather they just learn from the best to protect us? Anywho. So some people worried because of what happened overseas with the war on Gaza and applied that context to the training. But conflating international politics with tactical training is like it's like telling somebody you shouldn't take CPR training because of global health system struggles. It doesn't make any sense. The question shouldn't be where you train. The question should be that you trained, what you learned, and whose lives it protects when you return to Milwaukee. He didn't go over there to take sides in a foreign conflict. He went to learn how to bring back insights that can protect people right here in the city of Milwaukee. And if the training helps the department anticipate a hate-driven plot from anybody, improve information sharing and gathering, strengthen security at large events like Bucks games and Brewers games, that's a win for Milwaukee. And if it encourages new ways to coordinate faster in emergencies, that's a win too. And if it teaches tactics that save our lives, that's exactly why they go to the training. Here's another point. Great leadership shows up where others will stay at home. Great leadership does what he did. He listened to criticism and then still makes the hard calls because they believe it's right. Great leadership doesn't hide from the complexity of the issue with Gaza and Israel and all that. And the critics were loud. They deserve to be heard. But like I said before, being heard is not the same as being right. We can care deeply about our community and recognize and invest in knowledge, even if it's controversial. It's a part of being ready. Being a chief of police is not a popularity contest, it's a responsibility. Responsibility means accepting the pushback that he took when it came to make that decision. It means understanding that some training won't land well with everybody. That's why they try to stop people. We need to make sure that if you do crowd control, you can't use pepper spray. Well, if you remove pepper spray or gas, the only thing I get to go to is a baton or a gun. You prefer pepper spray? So to Chief Norman, to every leader who's had to defend a decision that wasn't easy but was necessary, and especially to you who actually want to see a safer Milwaukee. You should go where you can learn. You should expand your expertise. And you should prepare the city and prepare the department for what we hope will never come. That's what leadership is. That's why the chief should have gone to the training. And with confidence in doing what's right. So I say, hey, Chief Norman, carry on.
And that is Dr. Ken's Truth on the new 101.7 The Truth.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Skilled trade workers are the backbone of every community, and also the Army National Guard. Soldiers trained to keep the power flowing, engines running, and in every other trade needed to accomplish the mission. These soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession by visiting NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. We all my. Yeah. New York's finest. Come on. So living it up. To everybody that be living it up, we say. So living it up. Come on, baby, this is typical every day.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. Of course, Crystal said, I could disagree more. There comes a time and everybody needs to take a position. Either you're for genocide or you're against it. It's not a religious or political thing. He had a job to do. Nonsense. Hey, Crystal, that's nonsense. 833-212-1017 is the number. NYGP.
It's good to be back.
What do you mean back? You were back last week.
I know, but it always feels like we don't get to talk too much. I feel like
that's because I don't like you.
I miss my friend.
It's because I don't like you.
You don't like me at all? You used to see me every day in college.
So?
That's crazy. You see how people treat you? You see how people treat you?
Hey, bro, got a job now, so, he all that.
It's a little different.
Younger. I don't want to hang out with you. I'm going to hang out. But then when you need something, hey, can I talk to you for a second? I'm just kidding. That's how young folk do you. I just need some help. No. Handle it yourself. You got it.
I consult the elders, the wisdom. Wow. You are the wise one. You are the wise one to me.
Wow. Just like, I am. What's that about?
He calls you an elder.
I'm an elder.
He is an elder.
Show some respect.
At least I didn't call him OG. I see.
I'm an OG too.
Oh, okay. All right.
OG DK.
Okay.
He wasn't here for that.
You wasn't here for that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I missed the memo. That's on me.
You were walking the halls of Concordia trying to be a Falcon playing football. Speaking of trying to play football. So yesterday was, again, the last 2 weeks were better than the Super Bowl.
You think so?
I think. Well, first of all, we haven't played the Super Bowl yet, so of course they were better than the Super Bowl. But I think they were just like they came down to the last minute. Down. First of all, I want Seattle to win.
Okay.
I'm just going to put it out there.
Okay.
I want Seattle to win.
Okay.
For no reason other than they probably shouldn't be there.
You think? I don't know. I think this team all season, obviously.
Does he notice I'm trying to say stuff that makes trigger people?
He's trying to trigger me. He's not going to get me because he knows I'm a Patriots fan. I'm not going to take the bait, y'all. But no, when we talk about this game, obviously, the Broncos were in dire straits. They had a backup quarterback that had not played or started in about 3 years, and so
sounds familiar.
It was on Coach Sean Payton to draw up the perfect game plan.
Doofus.
You think so?
He was doofus.
I don't know. I like
tie up the game, dude.
But I liked how conservative with all regard to the elements and everything that they kind of had to deal with.
He was conservative, like that guy that I can't remember his name. He's a coach for the they got a G on it with the green and gold. That guy? Yeah, right, dude.
We always got to take it there.
Come on, man.
But no, we saw
conservative is not going to win you a playoff game.
Yeah, we saw a team that just had more mental fortitude. Obviously, they both
through the snow, the cold.
They both were greatly affected by the elements. We saw a few missed field goals, and essentially a second half was more so just about who could get better field position. Yeah. But you couldn't throw the ball. You pretty much had to run inside zone, outside zone.
You could barely see where the first down marker was.
Yeah, they were out there with
Leaf. You didn't look to the sideline to see the orange, you would have no idea.
Yeah, leaf blowers, were obviously coming down the side. That was funny. You see them out there in the big jackets, kind of just blowing down the line and everything.
Are we holding up for the commercial? No, we're not holding up for the commercial. We got to have a leaf blower. Blow across the line.
Yeah, but this Patriots team, they exceeded expectations all year long. No one had picked them to win their, division. Obviously, people believed in them, or I believe started to believe in them when they beat the Bills. Obviously, the Bills were kind of the toast of the NFC East.
They were like 0, 1, or 2 and something.
Or not the NFC. I'm just
year
AFC
1
East.
And then year 2. Like Super Bowl? Like, huh?
But it's just remarkable. Again, you have a coach that was a star, if not potentially a Hall of Famer for that same team. You have a young quarterback that, all these guys are rallying around him and they believe in him. They have good running backs. They have good cornerbacks. They have,
like a big goofy kid.
They're a very solid team, though.
Dude, the quarterback is like a big goofy kid. And it's great to see somebody with that much excitement and passion playing the game.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Again, when we talk about that deciding play, obviously the play where they faked the inside zone and he ran around, it looked as if it took me back to the glory days. You know how you used to play two-hand touch in the snow? That's kind of what it looked like.
It's like,
it was
you out there now.
Yeah, it was improvisation, and it wasn't the actual call. He basically he said he didn't
he was supposed to give him the ball, and you could see the running back go kind of like, what?
Yeah, but he freestyled and it worked out, and so obviously they have a very tough matchup in a Seahawks team that's battle tested. And
Lord.
And I think if you're a football fan, I think both games yesterday gave you everything that you would want, from a football. You had high scoring, action packed West Coast, kind of style football in that later game, and then in the early game you had smash mouth 10-7 kind of score in the snow.
Y'all about to get punked.
By who?
Seattle.
Okay, if I'm being honest, I don't know. Their offense does
you owe me a cigar from the last time.
You owe me dinner from the last time.
No, then we even.
Cool. So are we canceling this out, or can I get some food?
No, I took him to dinner.
So this is what we doing. We sneaking around. We just sneaking around. We going behind people's backs now?
That sounds kind of weird, but okay.
He jealous. He ain't get invited.
I know.
Well, now, again, the stakes are even higher again, so obviously we had a bet. I'm not sure what the first bet. I know the first bet was about the World Series. I forget what our second bet was, though. I do not remember what our second bet was. But either way,
it was something nonsensical, probably about the Packers, so I probably didn't care.
It was Packer Bears. It was probably Packers Bears. It was one of those games.
And then we lost, but then we beat y'all twice, so I think that balanced it out.
Right. So we're 1-1. There's now the rubber match.
No, we're 1-0.
1-0?
That balanced out. So I won the first one.
Okay. And I won the second one, did I not?
No. Because we still beat them twice. They played 3 times. We beat them twice.
Okay. So now
I'm making it up as I go along. You gotta help me out.
We now have another wager, though. We now have a wager on the table, and so
yes,
you're saying that you want the Seahawks to win for no real reason at all. You just want to bother me.
My daughter lives out there. That's good enough.
Okay, you just want to bother me, and obviously me being a Patriots fan.
Why would that bother you?
Because you're going against the grain right now.
I'm going against your grain.
I know.
Yours don't count.
No, I think that our team will draw up the perfect game plan. I think we'll keep the offense in check, and I have the Patriots being victorious in the Super Bowl in a couple weeks.
Okay. So, and if they're not?
Life goes on. We'll just do it again next year. That's kind of the hope and prayer, I guess. So, but no, we saw the 2 best teams in the playoffs obviously are in the Super Bowl. These are teams that made the adjustments that they needed. They have all the talent in the world.
I didn't see the Seattle game.
You didn't see the Seattle game?
No, I didn't see the Seattle.
It was beautiful. Again, they were down a running back, essentially, I believe their touchdown leader, Charbonnet, and Kenneth Walker, who is an all-pro caliber running back. I think he had 19 carries, about 70-ish so yards. Both quarterbacks threw for over 300. It was an action-packed kind of offensive slugfest.
They just aired it out.
And it was similar to another game that they kind of had. I know there was another game where they went about over 50 points, and both quarterbacks also threw for over 250. You had 2 wide receivers.
What was the score?
31-27.
Oh, wow.
And you had 2 receivers go over 100 yards as well. And so it was back and forth. Obviously, the team that had more, on the offensive side of things, that was the team that won. And so you feel bad for Matthew Stafford. And
I don't.
You don't feel bad?
No.
Unsell, you're just terrible. Well, it's because he's a former Lions player, though.
No, I just don't feel bad. I mean, that's people win, people lose.
You can step up. You can empathize with athletes,
I cannot.
though.
You step up, you win, or you don't. You get the gold prize and all the money, or you get a set of steak knives.
You're one of those people. You're like, oh, they make millions. Like, why would I?
No, you didn't hear what I said.
Okay.
When you win,
yes,
you get everything.
Okay.
When you lose, you get a set of steak knives. That'll look cute next to your paper plate. That's it. That's how life is.
Yeah,
you go for it all, or you don't get anything.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of sports. You get to root for. You kind of have players that I don't want to say idolize or kind of emulate or want to emulate. But for someone like me, for example, a former football player, I wanted to believe that Devontae Adams was one of the best receivers of all time, if not of this generation. And so you feel bad when people are right there on the cusp of doing something and they don't get it done.
I think it's a scam.
Scam?
They all get paid more than everybody. Then you overpay for a ticket to go sit in a. I just need to come up with my scam so I could be the guy.
You don't got any ideas off the top of your head?
Of course I do. Just not telling.
You're the type of guy to make a paperclip or something like that and market it as something new. Just get over on somebody.
Get over on somebody?
Yeah, some poor innocent soul.
You paid over a couple of $100 to go sit at a game that at the end they throw you out the stadium. Everything you eat and drink you can't keep in you. Everybody else gets paid. You don't, and you're happy?
But you leave with a jersey and a free T-shirt every now and then.
I'm not wearing anybody else's name on my back.
I know we won't see him at a Bucs game soon.
As a man, no, I go to Bucs games, but as a man, I'm not putting another man's name on my back. Now, if you got a player named Harris, I'll put that jersey on because it's the same last name.
But that's not your family member. That's of nobody to relate to. I said
the name.
Okay.
You're the one taking it to family. Don't be putting my family in this, man.
My bad.
New Yorkers, boy. You New Yorkers.
No, I don't know. I feel like, again, it gives people something to root for.
I think not. I paid. I better see a good game, and I'm done. Like, what we doing? All this nonsense and overpaying for soda and all that? Nah.
You got to support your hometown team. It gives you something to believe in.
I'm being contrarian.
I get it.
Okay.
I don't know. And when we talk about the totality of sports, again, these two NFL games, they were some of the best games of the year because of the drama, the build-up, the storylines. I don't want to say that the NFL is like WWE because the WWE is obviously scripted and it's predetermined.
Well,
watch it, Glenn.
I mean,
watch it.
I mean, hey, many people would say that most pro sports is rigged based off all the betting and kind of
a lot of
it
looks like it is.
But that's the thing. If you're someone who enjoys the heightened drama and kind of the storyline and the build-up and the totality of all these matchups and stuff like that we get to see, then Sunday was perfect for you.
Yes, it was.
And so I'm hoping the Super Bowl again can present just as much. Obviously,
I doubt it.
You don't think there's Bad Bunny?
I doubt. Well, that's one of the reasons why I'm not going to see it because I hate Bad Bunny.
You don't want to hit a little salsa at halftime?
No,
man.
Like, why does he have problems with no? Oh, it's a generational thing. Nobody's ever told y'all no.
I just like hearing your take on some of these things. That's all it is.
I just want to see a game. I don't give a flip who the halftime, 15 minutes, set up all this stuff. For what?
I live for all of that. See, that's why I watch the Super Bowl. I want to see who's performing. I want to see the funny commercials. Exactly.
Let me see how much time you spend on social media. Give me your phone.
Too many. It's probably 8 hours a day. Too much. Scrolling and tweeting and retweeting.
All right, last thing.
Yes.
I always say last thing, and then we talk about like 12 other things.
Right.
Score.
Ooh. I'm going to say 30-24 Patriots.
6 points?
30-24 Patriots.
That's 2 field goals, dude.
Something's getting blocked. That's
and where they playing?
Santa Clara. They are in the 49ers stadium. So
it'll probably be an earthquake.
And that is something. It might be, the weather might be a little weird. It might probably be like 40 degrees. Hopefully there's no rain. It's a very weird kind of climate out there, on the Pacific Northwest.
That game in Denver. See, the problem in Denver was that they're 5,000 feet high.
Yes.
So they're with the clouds. They're not under the clouds. So when the snow falls, like with us, the snow falls maybe 8,000, 10,000 feet, 12,000 feet. It falls like 500 feet.
Yep, and it's right there.
And it's right there.
And you can see the buildup on the field the entire time. Yeah.
It's big, thick, and you can't. It's a mess. And it's still wet.
Yeah.
It's got water in it. I remember one time he went to run, the quarterback, and he just fell over because he slipped. And I'm like, dude, like this. Did anybody ever teach you not to change direction in the snow?
Well, he was out there making chest passes and everything.
Yeah,
he looked kind of clumsy, but
again, it was like high school football.
Yeah, no,
that was pee-wee football.
It was. It was essentially backyard football. But again, I think that the Patriots will find a way to kind of pull this game out. They obviously will have to have a very good offensive kind of output, but I think that my team is going to get it done.
Didn't his hope spring eternal for the Green Bay Packers too? Okay.
And now with news, Debbie Lazica.
Northbound 43, right at the Febrance.
Oh, just me. That's what you do? Oh, now you're going to let him take over my show? Okay. Thank you. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
All right. That's 30-24. Okay.
All right.
We'll see.
We shall.
Got 2 weeks.
We got a lot of time. We're going to be ready. I'm going to get them boys ready. I'm going to get in touch with Drake May.
He know he not.
I know.
He know he not. He's just a happy kid. I'm just happy to play. But I think it's outstanding what he did, and it's phenomenal that he went from 0 to 100 2 years. Done. Yeah.
Absolutely. It shows that, it shows that the organization has full trust in him, and obviously, your coaches obviously trust him. They trusted him to make the right play. And so win or lose, obviously no one wants to lose the big game, but they'll be good for some time to come.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
Indiana quarterback.
Daniel Jones.
Bruh. Really?
You said Indiana. Peyton? Who was it?
University of Indiana, Mendoza.
Oh, I thought you meant Indianapolis.
Ain't no other important Indiana. Ain't no other important Indiana but the University of Indiana.
I was waiting for you to say Indianapolis.
I think it's time to go. All right. Thank you much. I appreciate it. Take care. And now with 101.7 The Truth Traffic, in the words of NYGP, here's Debbie Lazica.
Well, northbound 43, right at the Febrance on-ramp, looks like we've got a broken down vehicle. They say it's out of traffic, but it looks like it might be in traffic. So just be careful if you're heading through there. Southbound 43 slowing down right through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge all the way down to the KK River crossing. Westbound 94 slowing from 20th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. And then a little bit more of a delay westbound from Moreland Road towards Calhoun. On the eastbound side, backing up from 84th Street all the way to Holly Road. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, rising temperatures, chance for flurries, mostly cloudy, a low of 11. Then tomorrow, mostly sunny and cold, a high of 14. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazica on 101.7 The Truth.
Truth Nation, it's time once again to celebrate excellence, passion, and the power of community at the second annual Truth Community Awards, happening Friday, February 20th at Venue 3 inside the 3rd Street Market Hall in downtown Milwaukee. This award show will honor the unsung heroes who show up, give back, and make a positive impact in our community every single day. We are rolling out the red carpet and showing love to those who truly deserve it. Buy your tickets now by visiting 1017thetruthAwards.com. Tickets are just $20, which includes free food and exclusive Truth giveaways. Join the 1017 The Truth team for an unforgettable night of entertainment, inspiration, and community pride at the 2nd Annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 20th at Venue 3 in Milwaukee. The Truth Community Awards are sponsored by Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffels, Milwaukee College Prep, Cousins Subs, Venue 3 at the 3rd Street Market Hall, and the Milwaukee Bucks.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
Nathan has taught me to embrace the moment. Age-wise, I'm in my late 60s. I'm old enough to be his grandfather. Will he be embarrassed to acknowledge me as his dad? I think the most important thing we can do is let them know that they're safe, that they're valued and cared for and loved, and that they're important.
I knew I wanted to be adopted by him because of how he taught me to be the person who I am today. And it's coming from a dad that didn't expect to become a dad. And I feel very proud to be his son.
That was what he needed, and he was what I needed. Every day is full of new opportunities. That's what it's been about, realizing the simple things that it takes to make such a huge difference in these kids' lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7. The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Green Bay Packers are reportedly signing former Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon as their next defensive coordinator. Gannon was 15-36 as a head coach in Arizona. Before that, he led the Philadelphia Eagles defense to a Super Bowl appearance in 2022. Packers have yet to confirm the hire. The Bucs versus Mavericks game was postponed due to weather halting the Mavericks from leaving Dallas. The Bucs are off to Philly to face the 76ers tomorrow at 7. In college basketball, the Badgers lose to USC 73-71, snapping their 5-game win streak. Marquette, sitting at 7-14, faces Creighton tomorrow at 8:30, and UWM won their game against Youngstown 65-64.
Elam driving left, Elam to the rack, he laid it in with his left hand, 7.7 to go, Panthers by 1.
This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. I was remiss because I didn't tell you exactly what's going on with the weather. Do I really have to tell you? It's cold. Like, after that, there's really nothing to talk about. So I'm just saying. 833-212-1017 is the number. It's 8 degrees at 36 minutes after the hour. The low tonight is -3. It's 8 degrees, but it feels like it's -9. So that's an 11-degree bump. So if it's -3, it'll feel like it's like -14. Just making that up. Wind is from the southwest at 14 miles an hour, so it's not too bad. Because I'm not in New York, where the bottom fell out, and they got, like, a friend of mine sent me a text from Ohio. He said he had 12.5 inches of snow. I don't really understand that. 12.5 inches of snow. Let me see what this talking text line is talking about. Who else is here? Mal, what's going on? Ant is here. B. Bruce said, we appreciate Norman going and taking our token sacrificial lamb, though. That makes no sense. Makes no sense. SC said, good afternoon. Hey, what's going on? Crystal, of course, disagrees. She disagrees with everything I say, so, at least she's consistent. Ja Rule was on it, wasn't it? Salute Crystal, great comment. He's scared to read mine. Where's yours? I don't see yours. Dimitri. I'm looking for yours, Dimitri, and I don't see it. Dimitri. B. Bruce, yeah, he was ordered to go. He wasn't ordered to go. Stop. I wish y'all understand what y'all talking about. I'm looking for. Anyway. Hey, what's up? Yeah, Quanda's here. Because you'll never get that cigar. It's a new year. That was last year's news. B. Bruce, Crystal, them type folks never, ever had souls to start with. What do you mean, them type folks? Anyway. Sincere, Ronnie Ray Real, Curly Q. B. Bruce is still like, anyway, I don't know. Curly Q said, Dr. Ken, You were not here during the Groundhog Day Blizzard 2010 or 2011. Yeah, I was. I was here. Yeah. What makes you say? I moved to Milwaukee in 1993. Some of you all weren't born yet.
Damn.
So I don't know what that is. That's kind of weird. Anyway, Al, you're on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Now, if I'm not mistaken, isn't Israel United States camp? Because I'm trying to figure out what is positive about a place in Israel teaching somebody that's black that they look at as animals, something that's profound. Because I thought, from what I've been researching, they're sort of like a terrorist organization. Like they're pretty much living off the United States. Like even though their kids get money in the bank till they're 18 and all these great things, yet they're one of our allies. And I'm just trying to figure out, well, why would they be our allies when they offer absolutely zero or anything to the United States, except us being bottom feeders to them?
We're bottom feeders to them? I don't understand that.
Well, you know, Israel, you know, black people are animals.
You just don't like Israel.
I'm giving you the facts. I don't care if they like me or not, because I don't have Shirley Temple curls, and I don't hate people, and I don't molest little babies.
You're talking, but you're not listening. Because I'm trying to ask you a question.
I'm listening.
I'm trying to ask you a question. So, you seem to not like Israel, or you don't like Jewish people, or what exactly? What exactly?
Well, I don't have a problem with Jewish people because Jewish people, they set their pace, okay? But my thing is, if Israel have these things that they speak that comes out of the people who live in Israel about the United States of America, and on top of the fact that Jeffrey Norman didn't want to be a sheriff, how can you learn from somebody who see you as an animal? Because the only reason he came back to Milwaukee because they didn't want to deal with him as a caller to San Antonio.
Okay, time out. I think you've conflated the position of Milwaukee County Sheriff and the City of Milwaukee Police Department. We're talking about Jeffrey Norman. Well, you got the wrong person if you're talking about that. The San Antonio thing, he just, like, you can't go apply for another job? Like, is that bad? Like, what is that with Wisconsin that if you go try to get another job, what is that?
Well, you can go wherever you want.
Well, then why are you complaining about it? Then why are you complaining about it?
I'm not complaining about it, but my thing is, how are you going to learn from somebody that see you as an animal and you're in a place where you don't want to be?
Since when does Israel see... So answer my question. Since when does Israel see black people as an animal?
Well, it's in their book, the Talmud. You can find that information yourself.
Well, why don't you tell me since you're the one spouting it? Then why don't you tell me since you're the one spouting it?
I mean, because that's the truth. If you do your own research,
that's what I thought.
Very well known on media.
Come on, dude. You can't talk trash, and then when somebody asks you what your source is, you're all general and you don't have anything specific.
Well,
that's what I thought.
You're educated.
You threw it out.
You should know that.
You threw it out.
And I'm not.
And when I throw it out, I tell you where to find.
Well, hey, I'm keeping it real with you. You want me to keep it real with you?
Me too. I'm keeping it real too. That's trash.
Okay, then. So I'm just saying. That's
trash.
Not trash. That's just being what. That's just being honest.
If it's a fact, prove it. Tell me where you got it from in the Talmud.
Well, you can look it up. I'll send it to you. Would you like me to send it to you?
Yes, would you?
You want me to send it to you?
Yes.
I sure will. Give me 5 minutes. I'll send it to you.
Appreciate it.
All right. Have a wonderful day.
Host at 1017thetruth.com.
I sure will.
Thank you.
Have no problem. Have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Don't talk trash and then not have a source. It's general kind of. No, dude. I got no problem with you not liking Israel. I don't. Israel has some of the best defensive forces in the world and has the best, this is just my estimation, the best intelligence agency, the Mossad, in the world, and has the best secret, I hate to say this, assassin people that work under the Mossad, the black bag people that wet work where y'all go around and assassinate, can't even say the word, assassinate dictators and all that. Mossad got that. So, don't you want to learn from the best? And I'm not saying learn anti-terrorism stuff, but learn counterterrorism stuff, how to keep yourself from being a victim. That's all. Y'all make everything political. You make everything this. There's a reason why you shouldn't do everything. At some point, why do you wake up in the morning if every single thing has to be the way you think it should be? Say what you need to say. Otherwise, we just forget about everybody. I think that's ridiculous. You have a right to say what you want to say, do what you want to do, but you can't, first of all, I'm done. I'm just reading the talking text. And Salute Al also know the truth. What's the truth? Just because you think and you don't like Israel, that's fine. And you believe what you believe is true, that's fine. But you can't make everybody else believe what you believe just because you think it's true. That's just not how life goes. That is not how life goes. You have to be challenged just like I have to be challenged. But you can't say stuff and throw it out there and have all this innuendo, and then I ask you a question about it and you don't know. Come on. Oh, y'all do. And y'all tickle me. You want to tell people to pick up a book, but you don't tell them what book. And Steve Coakley was like 50-50 at best. Some of the stuff Steve Coakley said was correct, but some of the stuff Steve Coakley said was kind of like, suspect. And you can agree or disagree or all that and all if you want, but that's all. It's all, And then Bieber says, we love Norman. Great token. So if you go to work and do your job, right, you're a token. So what are you supposed to have to do or be? When we come back, I want you to tell me, 833-212-1017, what do you have to do in order to not be a token? What do you have to do in order to get a good job with good pay and good benefits and a good pension or good savings? What do you have to do to be successful and not be a token? What makes you a token? That's what I want to know.
Need a way to hype up your day?
This is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, you just won $5,000!
What would you do with $5,000?
That's free for a couple months.
Yes!
There you go.
Yes.
That just made me happy.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Can we hold something?
Y'all holler back at y'all.
I got money now. When the winter chill sets in, Milwaukee turns up the wonder. From January 22nd to February 1st, 2026, Milwaukee Museum Days invites you to unlock the city's cultural treasures at special admission prices, up to 25% off many top attractions. Explore world-class art, local history, hands-on science, and one-of-a-kind Milwaukee experiences. Pair your museum visits with Milwaukee Hotel Month deals for the ultimate winter escape. Learn more at visitmilwaukee.org/museum days.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Here's to a Wisconsin winter you will always remember. To playing outdoors in a winter wonderland. Here's to cozying up around the fire and holding someone close. And to staying downtown, where the food scene makes your heart sing. And to celebrating moments frozen in time. Here's to those who Wisconsin. Plan your winter getaway at travelwisconsin.com. Sponsored by Travel Wisconsin.
Many of our most important memories are made at school.
But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
You are listening to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. Hey, we want to remind you that every child deserves a school that sees their brilliance, a place that believes in who they can become. At Milwaukee College Prep, we set the bar high with strong character, high expectations, and academic excellence starting as early as age 3. MCP scholars continue to outperform their peers across Milwaukee because we believe every child can achieve greatness. And the best part, it's tuition free. If you're looking for a school that partners with you, challenges your child, and prepares them for college and beyond, visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com, because Milwaukee College Prep is where brilliance begins. 833-212-1017 is, wow, the number. B. Bruce said, you better get knowledge from Steve Coakley than any book ever printed. Dude, you need to quit. You need to quit. And then he added, Steve was 1,000,000,000% correct about all his research. No, he was not. He absolutely was not. And I can tell you personally, some of the things in the organizations he talked about, he was 110% wrong. So, anyway. But he said being sarcastic with Token making references to South Park, you shouldn't do that. It's hard enough for black people to do what they do and be successful than to have people tear them down and trash them, even in jest. You know, I complain about things the mayor does, things the mayor says, but I will never tear him down, and I will never trash him. Because it's hard enough being mayor. It's hard enough people thinking you're a black mayor when, in fact, you're the mayor of Milwaukee. See what I'm saying? Okay. I'm just saying. Dr. King, question can be answered from different perspectives. It doesn't matter if it's a different perspective. It's which one is right. And I don't care about perspective if it's right. You know, fact-based. It's true. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Lord, I was born a rambling man. That's what you did with that cowboy music he was playing. Wayne said, Dr. Ken, has there ever been a terrorist attack on religious institutions here in Milwaukee? Yes. I don't believe it matters what type of religious organization. It just had to happen. What matters is that you learned and how you learned. That is true. And that's all it comes down to. This nonsense, getting mad with the police chief who decides to go test his metal in another department for whatever reason. It's his own business, and then you get mad at him because, oh, you're trying to leave. What? Let somebody in your family get a better paying job in a better paying city, or go apply for another job. You're going to actually get mad? Oh, that person's leaving us. Don't you want happiness? Don't you want that person to do good? This is weird. Is that a black person thing? No, it's a human being thing. We do stupid stuff like get mad at other people for making themselves better. that sounds like the quintessential definition of a Milwaukee hater. That's what it sounds like. I didn't run into that in Milwaukee, in Chicago, and all the times I lived there. I come here, y'all seem to hate black people's success. For whatever reason it is, however little it is. If they just win one thing, everybody get mad. Oh, you think y'all that? Because, like, why don't you? If you could take that energy and make yourself better, wouldn't you be better? It's just weird. You trash everybody who steps up to do a job that you would never do and you couldn't do. You don't have the intestinal fortitude to be a cop. You don't have the bravery, you don't have the commitment, you don't have the duty to step up and do something that nobody else will do. That a limited number, 2,000 people roughly, would actually do it. You won't. You show that by when something happens, you dial 911. Y'all lucky I don't run 911. I'd be like, excuse me, your phone number, sir, came up with the person that went on the radio and texted somebody and said that you hate the police, so we're not coming. Click. Yeah, I know we couldn't do that. Oh. And so it comes down to how we treat our leadership in the city. When our leadership does wrong, we got to call them out. But when they do right, you got to support them. We need to understand that they're not our black leaders. They're the city's black leaders. And it just is what it is. There is no district in Milwaukee that is predominantly black, is it? I mean, 100% black. Is there an automatic district that is actually black? And let me do this now. Ryan Road and B Brews, y'all need to chill out right now or I'm going to just block both of y'all. Because both of y'all tripping. Yeah, I know one is doing it more than the other, and y'all going back and forth, but you're engaging each other, and y'all need to stop. Because what we're not going to have is nonsense in the YouTube chat. It's a fun place. We're going to have a fun time, and what we're not going to do is be all that. You got something to say and you got a beef, 833-212-1017. Call me. Let's talk. But we're not going to gaslight people in the talking text line, and we're not going to sit here and talk nonsense because I will say the fateful words, hey, Zach, yeah, block both of them, and you're done.
You see what you did? You made my watch call.
There you go. Oh, that's power. That's what I'm talking about. Top 5 at 5 next.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
Regroup, rethink, and reshape, and get on the front lines. It's only to your benefit. I always tell people, you helping the overall ideal of a better community, it actually helps you out. It helps you out. It helps your family out. It's time. Do not bring that reactionary attitude into the new year. This is the best time to start fresh. This is the plot. They plot this out, and it's been going on for years. This is normal. This is the way it is. This is where we are right now. It's all buddy-buddy. And if you're not a part of the friend situation, you're not getting in. They don't want nobody getting in and seeing where the messy. That's why I'll never get in. Because they know I'm not going to play around about my community. They know I'm not going to sit in no meetings and see y'all shucking and jiving and sniggling and giggling and not say nothing about it. I'm going to tell you to shut up.
The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m. Live on YouTube and right here on 101.7 The Truth.
Dad's gonna be far side, good.
What should I do with my dress? Do the wiggles.
The slate's coming in. What does it feel like when you're down or having a bad day?
It feels sad, like you just don't want to do anything.
All my little emotions in my head is just running crazy. I don't know what to do.
As a teacher or coach, do you ever feel overwhelmed supporting kids' mental health?
I had never experienced players being so down that they can't even participate.
He's just in tears in the huddle. I didn't know what to do.
Teachers need tons of help.
Kids Mental Health Foundation offers educational materials to help guide conversations with our students.
It's so important that we are constantly educating ourselves.
It's the same as the CPR class to me. We're trying to save a life here.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation has free tools and information developed by experts because kids' mental health starts with all of us. Scan the QR code or check out kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org to get started.
Metastatic breast cancer, or stage 4 breast cancer, happens when cancer spreads beyond the breast to other parts of the body. About 168,000 women are living with it today, with Black women at a higher risk due to various factors. Research has led to treatments that help manage the disease and improve quality of life. The Everyday Counts study explores how nutrition and exercise coaching can support women with metastatic breast cancer. To learn more about the Everyday Counts study in Milwaukee, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu. If you or someone you know has stage 4 breast cancer, please encourage them to call and enroll in this valuable study. Again, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. Bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together.
This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. New information is shedding light on the background of Alex Preddy, the man that was shot and killed by ICE agents over the weekend. Preddy grew up in Green Bay, where he attended Preble High School before moving to Minnesota for college. Family members say he later became a registered nurse and served as an ICU nurse at a Veterans Affairs hospital. Court records show Preddy had no criminal history. Officials say the shooting remains under investigation. U.S. Representative from Milwaukee, Gwen Moore, spoke at an anti-ICE rally in West Allis on Sunday.
This is the only thing that works, y'all, pushing back. Democracy is the only thing that is the antiseptic against autocracy.
The protest was in response to the shooting of Alex Preddy. Preddy also had a connection to Milwaukee. The cycling group River West 24 saying on social media that Preddy participated in the annual race in recent years. A Green Bay Packers player was arrested at a New York airport Friday morning. 25-year-old defensive tackle Rasheed Walker was arrested after police say he was in possession of a firearm without proper credentials at LaGuardia Airport. Walker's attorney said he voluntarily told authorities that he had the unloaded firearm when he arrived at the airport. He's been released from custody and will appear in court on March 19th. The former owner of a prenatal care coordination company will spend over 9 years in prison for healthcare fraud. 32-year-old Precious Cruz used to own Caring Through Love on Milwaukee's northwest side. She was convicted in September of federal fraud, money laundering, and identity theft after helping pregnant women and young mothers sign up for her company's prenatal care program to receive free baby items including car seats and diapers in 2021. Once enrolled, Cruz then used a woman's personal information to submit fake Medicaid claims for services, ultimately stealing over $780,000. This has been your news update. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris continues on the new 1017 The Truth.
Bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together. They hang out together, all in the same family. We're the only idiots that fight because we want our voice to only be on one side. Like, does that even make any sense? And when the side loses, you lose everything. They, on the other hand, have a voice no matter what because somebody that looks like them is always in control.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point.
Well, it's just a skewed system.
Of course it is.
It's a lot of judgment.
But answer my question, though. Should we let people go? Should we let people go? Like, let's just forget about bail altogether. And if your neighbor commits a homicide and kills people up, if you kill people and they next to you and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is the best radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And all I'm asking the mayor and the Common Council president and the Common Council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
Yeah, I'm having a good day. It's Monday. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. A great Milwaukee Monday. What you laughing at? You got that look on your face, Zach. You got that.
I don't know what you're talking about. You said you having a good Monday. Let's leave it there. Having a good Monday.
Well, why not? Just because it's cold outside, y'all crying? It's as bad as people saying it's a great day because the sun is out. Like, what rock did you... Anyway. 833-212-1017 is the number. Let me see what nonsense y'all talking in here. See if I got to block somebody on here. Dude, don't kick none of that. Just repeat. There's rhetoric and patterns, all facts. All this blank come from your folks' mouths. Okay, stop. Okay. Personally, I wish everybody would just sing Pollyanna and hold hands. Pollyanna? How do you sing Pollyanna? Anyway. I'm just done. Okay. Quanda said, Mal, give me some popcorn. Let me get a little popcorn just to stop the grow. Yep. Wow. Zach, you need to stop. Wow. See, it just doesn't. It just, I don't know. At some point, it just gets old. People going back and forth and beefing about nonsense. Steve went off a little beam. Who's Emmett Scott? You mean Emmett Till? Okay. Rule number one, when you're going to complain about something, you got to actually have your facts correct. Okay? I mean, like, literally, you should probably have your facts, you know? Because you know what this is sounding like.
Barney is a dinosaur from our imagination. And when he's tall, he's what we call a dinosaur sensation.
That's what this sounds like.
With a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you?
That was Zach, not me.
You love me too.
Can't we all just get along? Okay, I'll stop. 833-212-1017 is the number. Emmett Scott was the first black law enforcement official between 1904 and 1910. Why are we talking about Emmett Scott? Like, what was that even about? Weird. Just weird. Just weird. And from the looks of it, Emmett Scott, if I have the right one, born in 1873, was a government official and a close advisor to Booker T. Washington at Tuskegee Institute, journalist, newspaper editor, and academic. You said he was a what? Or maybe it's a different one.
So let's do some research. All right. I've never seen an episode of the Teletubbies, like ever. Like they just look different. They just look a little different. I'm just and let me be very clear. Let me be very clear. I am not drinking. This is for Sir Chance. I am not drinking mushroom tea. So get over yourself. I am not drinking any mushroom tea. It just sounds gross. And I've had people say, you should drink some mushroom tea. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. No, I shouldn't. The sheer sound of mushroom tea just makes me sick.
Number 5.
Well. You've been hearing about it all day from TMJ4.com. Marcinia Pringle, who lives in a Barada property, there's that name again, near Cornell and Titonia, contacted TMJ4 about the ongoing heating issues in her building and said tenants have been without adequate heat for months because the temperatures are beyond below. Like, we don't have thermostats where we control our heat. We have to use ovens and heaters, which is dangerous, and space heaters and ovens are not safe for anyone. Inside Pringle's apartment, an open oven runs constantly where she wears a hat and coat indoors. The building's heaters are warm to the touch but insufficient to heat the entire unit. The hallway temperatures are so cold that breath is visible in the air, demonstrating the severity of the heating problem. And it's bad. Residents say their calls to Barada Properties goes unanswered. During a call placed during TMJ4's visit, Pringle waited over 6 minutes on hold before being sent to voicemail. They never get back to you. Department of Neighborhood Services received no heat or sufficient heat complaints for nearly 20 different Barada properties on Friday alone. According to a department spokesperson, over 100 total heating complaints were. Okay, there's a mistype in here. Received no heat or insufficient heat complaints for nearly 20 different. Maybe they did receive it? That makes no sense. Anyway, over 100 heating complaints were reported throughout the city for all the buildings, but Barada evidently didn't get any complaints. DNS has reached out to Barada Properties about the specific issues, but has not heard back as of last Friday. The department plans to follow up today to determine what's needed. If you have an issue with heating, the Department of Neighborhood Services says when landlords are not proactive, regardless of who the landlord is, they need to report it. If you're concerned about retaliation, Department of Neighborhood Services advises documenting everything, staying current on rent, and notes of the department can help facilitate investigations into retaliation. And if you need relief from the cold, visit one of Milwaukee's warming centers with extended hours. So that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Is it really unfortunate? Well,
number 4.
Residents at Beecher Court in southern Milwaukee County say they've been without heat for several days during the extreme cold weather, leaving many to resort to dangerous methods. Rebecca Davis, who lived at Beecher Court for the last 4 years, says the heating problem have persisted for multiple nights. The lack of heat has forced residents to take potentially dangerous measures to stay warm. Like as before, many use their ovens and space heaters, which aren't allowed in the building. She said for times like this, they have to break some rules. So evidently, TMJ4 has been getting all the work done to make sure people stay warm.
Number 3.
From WISN.com, with temperatures still dangerously cold, even today, there's not a lot of snow, there's no heat, and it's going to get colder. The warming centers are staying open in Milwaukee. One of the largest is open 24 hours and is now asking the community for help. St. Ben's Warming Center on 9th and State is continuing its 24-hour policy until temperatures rise. Because of that, the center is in need of donations. So we're not endorsing this. We're just reporting this. It said its most critical need is individually wrapped snack foods, breakfast bars, bananas, and chips. Donations can be taken to St. Ben's at 9th and State Street or to the House of Peace on 17th and Walnut. WISN 12 stopped by Bunzel's Meat Market on 90th and Burleigh, where staff have set up a clothing collections bin in the front entrance as well. The owner, Chip Bunzel, said he was inspired to help after dropping off a routine food donation box and saying lots of people in need of warm clothes. It makes us feel great. Great can help, and fortunate enough to do it. So if you're interested, you can go to Bunzel's on 90th and Burleigh and drop off a coat, or you can go to St. Ben's St. Ben's is on 9th and State, or House of Peace on 17th and Walnut to drop off food. So make sure you do that. It's going to get cold tonight. I mean, it may not be as cold as it was before, but it's still going to be cold.
Number 2.
This from StraightArrowNews.com. The European Union has launched an investigation into Elon Trump's Grok chatbot and its spicy mode after it generated AI photos of minors in sexualized attire based on a user's prompt. The images sparked public outcry and prompted the chatbot to say it may have violated U.S. laws. The scandal initially led Musk to restrict access to the tool for subscribers. However, the company later changed its course, blocking all users from using Grok to create images of people in revealing clothes. So can you imagine it could take the picture of a rhinoceros and say, put sexy clothes on it and dress it up as it's weird. But, I mean, that's the kind of dude. Sexual deepfakes of women and children are a violent, unacceptable timeout. Sexual deepfakes of anybody, including men, is a violent, unacceptable form of degradation. Anybody. With this investigation, they said we will determine whether X has met its legal obligation or whether it treated rights of European citizens, including those of women and children, as collateral damage of its service. So here's the problem I have of it. You chose to use it, you paid for it, you inputted the information, and you got back what you asked for. You're going to get mad at the system for giving you what you wanted? That's like you getting mad at the drug dealer for giving you the drugs, and then you got sick. Well, that's on you. You shouldn't have bought them. You're blaming the victim. No, I'm blaming both because we're going to arrest the drug dealer. But the fact that we're not looking at a totality of everything that's happening. What are you doing putting sexually explicit clothing on a child anyway and typing it in the Grok in the first place? Oh, we're going to go after Grok. No, you need to go after Grok and you need to go after the person that typed it in. Like, what are we doing? It's that nonsense. Well, we don't like Elon Musk, so we're only going to pretend like Elon Musk is bad. And that's what's bad for the community. Republicans are the same way. I know later we're going to get into the ICE thing, but we're going to talk about that a little later. It doesn't make it. Anyway, see how you got me? Sounds like it's Friday, don't it? Sound like it's Friday. See all the trouble you cause? Well, some people got trouble.
Number 1.
From Fox6Now.com, the owner of a now-defunct Milwaukee prenatal care company has been sentenced to more than 9 years in federal prison in order to pay $780,000 in restitution for a health care fraud scheme. Sound like the same thing folks is doing up in Minnesota, but y'all was taking up for all them folks in Minnesota, all the Somalis, right? We're going to take up for them because we want to go against Trump. We want to go against Trump, right? Selective prosecution, right? Going after all the Somalis, just black people, right? But what about her? None of y'all complained for her. Didn't none of y'all step up for her? We're talking fraud. Same thing they committed up in Minnesota, and here you screaming and hollering about that. But according to the FBI, court documents say 32-year-old Precious Cruz offered kickbacks in the form of free baby items to lure mothers and pregnant women to her business, then used the victim's personal information to submit claims to Medicaid for services they were never provided. So in September, she got convicted, 9 counts of healthcare fraud, 1 count of money laundering, and 6 other counts tied to the scheme. Chief U.S. District Judge Pamela Pepper described the evidence against her as overwhelming and noted its impact on both taxpayers and people she was supposed to help. The judge sentenced Cruz to 9 years, 3 months in federal prison, ordered her to pay $780,600.07 in restitution to Medicaid. So think about that. Healthcare fraud scheme exploited the federal government, eroded public trust, stole from American taxpayers. We get nothing. And she's right here. You think she's the only one? We'd rather complain about people who they have literal evidence of people stealing $1 billion. You got nothing to say. Oh, it's racist. She stole almost $1 million. So, and if I'm not mistaken, it was more than $1 million. It was a significant amount of money. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. 833-212-1017 is the number. When we come back, I guess I'll get to the talking text line. We'll get to the YouTube chat. And we'll get to ICE and Border Patrol and Department of Homeland Security in Minnesota.
Don't touch that dial. More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
This is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, you just won $5,000!
What would you do with $5,000?
That's free for a couple months.
Yes!
There you go.
Yes.
That just made me happy.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Can we hold something?
Y'all holler back at y'all.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
In a matchup fueled by speed, strength, and school pride. On Wednesday night, get ready for a city conference battle as the Bradley Tech Trojans take on the South Division Cardinals in a matchup fueled by speed, strength, and school pride. Big plays, loud crowds, and city conference bragging rights are on the line. Tip-off is set for 7 o'clock.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
Hey, Joe, working again? Retirement was boring, huh?
Not boring. Expensive. Food, medicine, rent. Social Security just isn't enough.
I know, and that's why I used benefitscheckup.org. It connected me to an extra $1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month?
Benefitscheckup.org is a free service from the National Council on Aging.
Free? I'm going to benefitscheckup.org today.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Are you really, or am I dreaming? Are you really, or am I dreaming?
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. 6 degrees outside. The low tonight is -3. Right now, it feels like 10 below. So make sure you keep yourself. Yeah, Crystal said, what does she have to do with Somalis living in Minnesota? It's not about Somalis living in Minnesota. It's the Somalis that were committing $1 billion in welfare fraud. They both have welfare fraud. That's what it is. Because we going to nitpick everything said. Going to nitpick everything. Because I got to say something technically to be right so that I can prove you wrong. Okay. Mal, we can't do the mushroom. Like the mushroom coffee is like gross. That is the grossest mushroom coffee. Why all the pictures? Why all the pictures? Anyway. 833-212-1017 is the number. By the way, thank you for that, Truth Nation. Mark your calendars. Friday, February 20th for the second annual Truth Community Awards, hosted by Homer Blow and Bailey Coleman, celebrating individuals making a real difference in our community. Tickets are on sale. Visit 1017thetruth.com to learn more. Of course, the Truth Community Awards are sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, the Milwaukee Bucks Foundation, Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffel's Cousin Subs, and 3rd Street Market Hall. So make sure you get a ticket. Come on in. Come hang out. See what's going on. No. Tarano said, Did you, good afternoon, sir. Good show so far. Did you get that mushroom coffee? Laugh out loud. You know, you can just do LOL, right? No, seriously. No, I didn't do. I'm telling you, I tasted mushroom coffee not too long ago, and I did not like it, and I don't think I'll ever like it, and I'm perfectly fine never drinking mushroom coffee. We have to block Kwanda, too, because she's doing that mushroom coffee nonsense. Yeah, we have to put a big, like when her name pops up, we got to have a big red X and have a sound that goes with it. Dun, 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 you know, because that's just, mushroom coffee, just. Curly Q said, I assume they meant received complaints of no heat. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what it is. Maybe I just read it wrong. Yeah. Thomas said, National Guard is on the scene in Minneapolis handing out coffee and donuts to the protesters. Well, stupid is as stupid does. B. Bruce said, no way Somalians got $1 billion. No way. Lies all around. Okay, dude. I don't even know if it's a man or a woman. This has been going on for almost a decade. Well, no, 6 years since COVID, 5 years. So understand, between that and money given away and the governor, that's why the governor's so quiet up in Minnesota, because he ain't got nothing to say. See, here's the problem I have. When Democrats do stuff wrong and give away money and people do wrong and all that, you got nothing to say. But when Republicans do it, all of a sudden you want to scream and you want to holler because you disagree with them politically. I got the same problem with Republicans who were complaining under the Biden administration. Oh, the government is going in and locking up parents at school board meetings. Jackbooted government. And now you're using the same jackbooted government in Minneapolis, and you expect nobody's supposed to say anything. Both of y'all hypocrites. Both of y'all idiotic. And I'm talking Republican, Democrat. And that is why I'm in the middle, because it's nonsense. If you're going to call somebody a lie, everybody lying. Everybody. Not really. City Girl said the hate parade is on mushroom coffee is not okay. I don't care. You can block Not Really a City Girl too. I'm being, I guess it's Vindictive Monday or something, or I don't know. Kwanda said, block me, why? Don't even drink coffee. I drink water and tea, sir. And I've been blocked before, and I admit I was sick about it because I don't know why. No, I'm just kidding. Stop it. Not Really a City Girl. Mushroom coffee is delicious, but I only drink it with creamer. So you drink creamer with Sincere Ronnie Real say, all mush, Dr. Ken. Stop being a shroom. Was that supposed to be funny? Hey, Sincere. Let me suggest, well, hang on. I did my first break, right? I did it? Okay. I'm just making sure because I wanted to tell. That's why I said that on the air, because I want to tell Sincere Ronnie Ray Real where to play. And now with the final Sincere Ronnie Ray Real traffic on the truth. Here's Debbie Lazaga.
Well, they're still working on this accident on the ramp from westbound 894 to northbound 894 in the Hale interchange. It is off on the right shoulder. Delays on the southbound side, backing up from Lincoln all the way down towards Oklahoma Avenue, and then just before Beloit Road down into the Hale. Eastbound 94, you got backups from just past 84th Street all the way to almost Hawley Road. Westbound's backed up from 17th to Mitchell Boulevard, and some more delays west of Moreland heading towards Calhoun. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight. Partly cloudy skies, flurries possible, a low of 4 above. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and cold, a high of 14. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
Hi, I'm Priscilla Presley. My love for animals began when I was 5 years old. That sparked a lifelong commitment to speak up for animals who can't speak for themselves. Elvis and I supported American Humane Society because your compassion can change a life. American Humane Society strengthens the bond between humans and animals. Please visit AmericanHumane.org to learn more. Thank you.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
Regroup, rethink, and reshape, and get on the front lines. It's only to your benefit. I always tell people, you helping the overall ideal of a better community, it actually helps you out. It helps you out. It helps your family out. It's time. Do not bring that reactionary attitude into the new year. This is the best time to start fresh. This is the plot. They plot this out, and it's been going on for years. This is normal. This is the way it is. This is where we are right now. It's all buddy-buddy. And if you're not a part of the friend situation, you're not getting in. They don't want nobody getting in and seeing where the messy. That's why I'll never get in. Because they know I'm not going to play around about my community. They know I'm not going to sit in no meetings and see y'all shucking and jiving and sniggling and giggling and not say nothing about it. I'm going to tell you to shut up.
The Tori Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m. Live on YouTube and right here on 101.7 The Truth.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. You think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7. The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Green Bay Packers are reportedly signing former Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon as their next defensive coordinator. Gannon was 15-36 as a head coach in Arizona. Before that, he led the Philadelphia Eagles defense to a Super Bowl appearance in 2022. Packers have yet to confirm the hire. The Bucs versus Mavericks game was postponed due to weather halting the Mavericks from leaving Dallas. The Bucs are off to Philly to face the 76ers tomorrow at 7. In college basketball, the Badgers lose to USC 73-71, snapping their 5-game win streak. Marquette, sitting at 7-14, faces Creighton tomorrow at 8:30, and UWM won their game against Youngstown 65-64.
Elam driving left. Elam to the rack. He laid it in with his left hand. 7.7 to go. Panthers by 1.
This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
You are listening to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. Here's where it gets funny. Thomas said, Dr. Ken can't get along with anyone. Hypocrite? Okay, we got it. You think we are stupid and we think you're stupid. God bless us all. I think Thomas missed it. Like, you missed the whole point in the exchange, and we're all, anyway, we're just being silly, and nobody cares about mushroom coffee. I've drank mushroom coffee before. Nobody's going to block anybody. Like, what exactly are we talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Quanda wrote, well, damn. Tell us how you really feel, Thomas. Like, what are you talking about? Like, nobody here. Me and B Bruce go back and forth, and ain't nobody mad at. I can speak for me. Ain't nobody mad at anybody. Like, what are we like? Yeah. Like when Quanda said, "Block me? Why? Don't even drink cotton." He's just being silly. We all being silly. Like, lighten up. Goodness. Curly Q about to start some trouble. Marquette is 7-14. That is no bueno for Shaka. Ooh, you brought that up. Ooh, if you notice, I didn't say nothing about Marquette in my sports. Nothing. Zip. Nada. Nothing. Sir Chan said, block us all, but when you on air all bored with nothing to look at in the chat, you still gonna end up arbitrarily trying mushroom coffee. He's still stuck on mushroom coffee. Dude, I am not trying mushroom coffee. I am not trying it out of guilt. I am not trying it out of sheer curiosity. I am not trying mushroom coffee. All right. So we've heard about all the nonsense that's been happening up in Minnesota. We've been hearing about all the dumb things that have been happening. And so here's the problem. Number one, Border Patrol. Border Patrol shouldn't be mixed in with FBI, shouldn't be mixed in with DEA, shouldn't be mixed in with Homeland. Like, none of those Homeland Security agencies should be mixed in with each other. Like, none of them. Let ICE do their job. Don't bring Border Patrol in to do ICE's job. That is a clear, they don't know what they're doing. Number two, the shooting, it was, for me, from what I saw, it's a bad shooting. We still need to get more information. We still need to do this. The nonsense that the Justice Department is talking, that Bondi is saying, doesn't really make any sense because he had his phone in his hand and you shot him. For what reason? For what reason? Makes absolutely no sense. None. I hope that officer is prosecuted so we can get at the truth to see what's going on. That person should not be there. They should be prosecuted. Whether or not you were looking for somebody with a violent, this is from straightarrownews.com. U.S. Customs and Border Patrol Protection Agency shot Peretti during an immigration enforcement operation in Minneapolis. And the Department of Homeland Security said they were looking for an immigrant with a violent criminal record when Peretti approached them. Okay. Video shows Peretti holding a cell phone, not a weapon, in his hand when agents confronted him Saturday morning. Several agents wrestled him to the ground, for what reason, and one removed a semi-automatic handgun from his waistband of his pants. He has a concealed carry license. But one of the agents fired what federal authorities later called defensive shots into Peretti's back. I don't understand how you do that. There's no such thing as a defensive shot into somebody's back unless they're holding a weapon or coming at you. And at least one other agent also opened fire. Video suggests the agents fired as many as 10 shots. Minneapolis police said Saturday that Peretti was an unlawful gun owner with a permit to carry and a clean record. Now, longtime gun rights allies are arguing over whether Peretti had a right to be armed or whether his actions are to blame for his killing. His actions are not to blame for his killing. He was in a... Now, I can say what I would have done or wouldn't have done, but I can't say what he should have done and not done. Does that make sense? If it were me, I would not have taken a weapon to the protests. He may have felt that he wanted to, well, I can't say how he felt because I can't speak for him. I would only be assuming based on what I do and I know. Kristi Noem said in a news conference that Peretti was a threat to law enforcement. That's a lie. He went and impeded their law enforcement operations. He didn't. They went after him. He was standing there videotaping. So your lies don't make it. Now, this is the same group of people. This is the same group of people that were complaining about Joe Biden using police to jack people when they were at a school board meeting and arresting them and charging them for nonsense. And it was stupid. It was nonsense. And you called them jackbooted. Well, now you got jackbooted on the Republican side. And Patel said, you cannot bring a firearm loaded with multiple magazines to any sort of protest that you want. That's a lie. And he doesn't understand what the heck he's talking about. It's that simple. You don't have that right to break the law and incite violence. That is wrong. Patel has no idea what the heck he's talking about. And that's why I always say you never want a lawyer enforcing law. Because lawyers think they know what they're doing in some cases, and in some cases they don't. I know lawyers that are phenomenal and good at their job. But the cop still needs to write the report. The cop still needs to show probable cause. The cop needs to make the arrest. Lawyers don't do that. And Kash Patel is proving that case over and over and over. He has no idea what he's talking about. In Minnesota, if you have a concealed carry, you can carry in public, whether a protest is going on or not. They knocked him down. They took the gun from him. If that was the case, they would have had to have returned his gun to him because he lawfully carried it. He didn't threaten anybody with it. Having it didn't threaten anybody. Nobody else was scared except you because you shot him in the back. It's nonsense. Minnesota statute and federal law upheld by the Supreme Court in a landmark Second Amendment case both protect an American's right to protest while they are carrying a legally purchased firearm that they've also acquired a state license to do so, and he did. So I think that particular person, that's why they got them cops out of the city, and that's why the Border Patrols or director or whatever the heck he is leaving, because guess what? They're going to get charged. They should go to court, and they should get found guilty and go to prison. I'm just saying. Dimitri, you're on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. How are you?
All right, Dr. Ken. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Well, evening, I can say. All right, great. Good to hear. I just wanted to chime in about what you said earlier on about Keith Norman.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know he was over in Israel, which is a good thing, especially in light of what we're hearing about Minnesota. He needed to go over there. I don't know what all the hubbub was about.
It's just training and people are just anti-Israel. You know, Israel done bad things. Gaza, the Hamas has done bad things. They both got blood on their hands. But I don't know why I wouldn't get training.
Yeah.
I mean, you should look at some of these. Anyway, getting off topic. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. I mean, because that's kind of like related to what the point I was going to make. I feel me personally, I feel it's a good idea for them to go over there and learn anti-terrorism, and especially in light of what's happening over there as well as what's happening over here in the state,
right.
Especially in Minnesota and even here in Milwaukee, because you have like growing protests over Renee Good and Freddie, the young man that got shot, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to see that happen, but people really need to think first before they go complaining and hooting and hollering over something that just might save us one day. That training that Jeffrey Norman, or Police Chief Norman, is getting over there in Israel could just one day save our lives here in Milwaukee. You never know.
That's true.
Yeah. So that's all I wanted to say.
All right.
I just want, because like I said, I didn't even know he was even over there. I saw it on one channel. I can't think. Maybe it was 12 or one of them, because they were so busy talking about the incident in Minnesota. But, do your thing, Chief Norman. I'm all for you.
All right.
I support him. All right?
All right, take care. 833-212-1017 is the number. Let me check my time. Somebody said Israel's not there fighting, neither is Palestine, so they're going to let that go. All right. YouTube chat. B. Bruce said that I love Dr. Ken's platform. He's still a great dude, regardless of his skewed take on stuff. Skewed like what? Help a brother out. Oh, it's skewed because I don't agree with you 100%. Okay, got it. Dumb. Sometimes get stuff blank backwards as well. Like what? Give me an example. I doubt it. Curly Q said it was in the sports update, and I had to confirm. I couldn't believe it. I love Shaka, and we'll still. Well, yeah, we'll support. We'll support. B. Bruce said at the end of the day, levity to me is king. Yes, it is. Crystal said it is weird how people want to tie Walls in like he's complicit. Feeding Our Future is a nonprofit, and if it just started, it might not have had financial trouble for you. I don't know. Okay. Defensive shots into the back. Exactly. How you defensive shot. Now watch this. If I had a gun and I shot at you, and then you turned towards me and I turned to run, you could conceivably shoot me in the back after I fired at you or pointed a gun at you. That is true. That would be legitimate. If I'm a threat to you and I point a gun at you and you pull a gun and I turn to run, I can still turn and shoot you, right? There's some play in there, so I get that. But when I'm on the ground and you got me down and I'm in custody, and that's one of the other things. He was in custody. So if he's in custody, he's yours. You shot him, you killed him. It's on you. Crystal say nonprofits are so shady. I'm sure there are nonprofits in Milwaukee now that are scamming taxpayers. Not all of them. Come on. Be positive. Crystal, I just questioned number 19. Okay. Mastermind is currently in jail. Miles said the mastermind is currently in jail, and for some reason the Somalis are still being blamed. No, the Somalis are being blamed for what they did, and she's being blamed for what she did. I'm just talking about holding people accountable. If you're sensitive because they're black, I get it, but many of them have been convicted already. Like 30, 40 people have been convicted. Like this ain't something that just rolled out, hey, we're going to start blaming people. I read around 250 million Feeding Our Future was stolen. Amy Block, the only thing I will say about government, this from Crystal, they should never be giving that much money to one nonprofit. This is over time. This wasn't one lump. This is over time. You keep billing them and they send you money and you bill them. And you how did this girl get like 900, like, yeah, it's But you do understand, watch this. Watch this. We throw a monkey wrench in it. This was under everybody's presidency. Trump, Biden, Trump, Obama, Bush, everybody. This has always been the government dole that people live off of and run nonprofits, getting free money. I get it. If you have a legitimate program, and the majority of them do have legitimate programs, but when you don't have a legitimate program and you don't take care of what you're supposed to take care of, you end up like SDC. Crystal said our government at entry level is messed up. I agree. Miles said there are around 8 or 9 agents surrounding him and there's really no need for them to kill him. There isn't. There isn't. There isn't. There was no reason. Did he trip, or did they think he had a gun, or did he said he have a gun, or did he reach for something? It doesn't look like that in the video. It looks like y'all assassinated him for absolutely no reason. Now watch this. I know this will sound strange. Where's Ben Crump when you need him? If you're that good enough a lawyer, you need to go get that white guy. You need to go get his family tens of millions of dollars. Because I would get paid for every single bullet that went into my son. I would take it, and I want $3 million for every bullet. If you shot him 10 times, I want $30 million. And the federal government has given away all that money. They've pardoned all those people. I want my money.
I'm pretty sure he's working on it already. He just posted 3 hours ago.
I hope so. I hope so. Because injustice is injustice. And no, I don't want to hear, yeah, but black people get it more. Injustice is injustice. It was wrong, and the federal government should pay. And they should pay a pretty penny for it. You know what that translates to, right?
Rich gang. On Saturday afternoon, the Milwaukee Panthers continue their road trip as they travel to Ohio to take on the Youngstown State Penguins.
Shows it, drives, drop it off for Big Frank inside, and Aaron scores. 12 points and 10 rebounds for Aaron Franklin. Corner, Aguilar for the tie, book it!
Scott Warris has the coverage Saturday starting at 12:30 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 1 o'clock.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Do you hear that? And that? And that? Those are the sounds of a healthy and vibrant community. And to this United Way volunteer, nothing sounds better. They're the sounds of children being given greater chances to succeed in school. The sounds of neighbors receiving the support needed to overcome challenges, both big and small. They're the sounds of families gaining access to quality health care and nutritious food for their tables. And they're the sounds of members of our community who've benefited from United Way's financial education programs. See, wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. People working together to respond and growing the good for everyone. United is the way. So join us by getting involved or giving back. Learn more at unitedway.org.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right?
You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
So how I been sitting, Quanda? Have I been sitting upright? Nope, I'm still slouching. I see myself on YouTube. I got to get one of those things where you got to wrap it through and then pull it in the back, and it forces you to sit up straight. Look like a zombie. Oh, I tell you. Crystal, I said something back to Crystal. Crystal said, "Did I say all of them?" No. And so I sent her a note. I said, "Oh, now you trying to be technical." She said, "I'm a very technical person." That's my Crystal voice. Gotta actually be correct as well, though. I told her. Poke. She said, "LOL, have a good night." But she just like blew me off. No, she's just having a good night. Thanks, Crystal. Thanks for hanging in there. SC, everybody. Quanda, not really a city girl. Good night. Y'all have a great evening. And don't say good night. Make sure you keep listening. Tori Lowe's show's coming up next. Be going nowhere. What's wrong with y'all? Sincere, Ronnie Ray Real, Mile, B Bruce. Who was that other? Thomas? Thomas, you got to lighten up, dude. Curly Q, what's going on? Sir Chance. And that's about it. I think I got everybody. I want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging out. We appreciate you. We love y'all, Truth Nation. We'll see you on tomorrow if the creek don't rise. Ryan Road, what's going on? Make sure you hang out and have a great day. Stay warm. Check on your neighbors. Drop off some food over on at St. Ben's. God bless. Take care. Thank you, big brother Z. I'm out.
Be quiet.